Right then, let's have a look at the Hive 4 up at the Haselor apiary today. I don't know you remember, but we left some fondant on here because of I just had it on there and it needed using, but I have since replaced that with syrup, sugar syrup, which is just basically sugar and water, 1-to-1 weight or volume, whichever way you want to do it. So let's have a quick puff at the entrance. Let's see what we got, see if they're doing any better, or if they've used the syrup. If they've used the syrup, then they're foraging nectar, because they will leave that syrup to go for the nectar. Well, we've caught a lot of ants and they seem to be taking it down. You can see the bees in there, and they climb up and go down inside that cup down to the syrup so they don't drown. Let's put it there for now. Right, let's have a look, see what we got. I am actually in a flight path of another hive by the looks of it, so you might see a lot of bees flying back and forwards and bumping into me, or hear them, but that's just because I've got a hive behind me and they've decided to come in through this way today, through the back of the trees. Just put these on. I left these on last time as well, if you remember, so I have been in here since, and obviously, like I said, put that syrup on. For some reason they seem to be robbing that frame, I don't know why. Looks like they're, I don't know, strange. Unless they're having the wax, using the wax elsewhere. Right, what I'm going to do now is going to go through frame by frame, just see what we got, if there's any diseases or anything silly like that. I don't know what you can see, but there's lots of, I would say nectar, but it's probably sugar syrup in there, glistening in the sun. What sun there is. Little patch of brood, which is that there, surrounded by, again, I would say nectar, but it could be syrup from that. There's the queen. She's laid all them cells up there. So we've seen the queen, I've seen eggs, I've seen they got food. The brood I saw there didn't look like there's any disease or anything obvious. So in reality I could almost close this up now, but being swarm season, I just want to make, and she's an old queen, I just want to make sure everything's fine. You can see brood of all stages in there. So we got larvae, you see the big silver, not silver, white I should say. I'll see if I point it out on the camera with an arrow. And that's worker brood, that is, on that frame. I wouldn't expect to see any drone. Possibly, there's a small chance, but I doubt there'd be any drone because they're a small colony. And I wouldn't have thought they'd be thinking of swarming. There's another frame with a ring of brood, a ring of pollen, and then a ring of nectar sugar syrup. I've left frames in here that have been drawn out. I mentioned it in previous videos, are drawn out. These are basically, they've already got the hexagons on that they've whacked. They've already drawn the frame out to create the cells. Compared to, so that was an empty one. This is an empty one that I've left in there for them to use, so less resources for them. But normally what I do is I put what they call a foundation, or a frame with foundation in, which is literally, that one they've drawn a tiny bit out on, but normally it's like this. And then that's a foundation for them to build on, and they build the wax out in honeycomb shaped into then obviously do whatever they're going to do with it, either lay eggs in there, store honey, nectar, pollen. So really that is as much as I'm going to do in this colony. I'm quite happy with that. I'm just going to make a note to take this frame out next time I come here and replace it. Looks very dark and old, so I'll replace it. So that one is short and sweet. If only it was always like that, but it's only a small colony, they're building. I wouldn't expect to get any honey off in this year, to be honest. It's strange that they're taking feed syrup, but there's if they can't find any forage, then there's that. I won't put, once they finish this, I won't put any more on, and I'll just see whether they're storing any more. It's just their stores are very low. And I was just a bit concerned, as I said in the previous video. So what I'll do, I'll put this back in here. All this is an empty, just an empty super, just to create a space so they can have the feeder in there. Otherwise the roof won't fit properly. Right, short and sweet. Thank you for all you subscribers. Thank you for everyone who's recently subscribed. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-da, thank you.
Mm-hmm.